everybody, it's your boy DB6. Welcome back to the channel. What you're about to see here are my stream clips edited down to the specific video that I react to. I go live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 6:30. It's roughly about 3 hours. If you enjoy what you see here, hop on over, talk shit, have fun, and enjoy the content. So now we got last video of the day. Wham, Bam, Dashcam. This is that car crash shit I've been telling you about. I know Zulu's been waiting the whole time for this. Guaranteed. Here we go.
This week's is our 100th episode of Dashcam Stories, and to mark the occasion, we've compiled an entire video of nothing but crazy wrecks and brutal collisions. Buckle.
Why is he edging me with all like the right about to crash shots and then not showing it? I hope we get all these in the actual like full videos, because these are like good videos.
Up, because today you'll need it. Our first submitter this week also sent us our first submission we featured from Kuwait. He watched the driver of a sedan speed past him before losing control, sideswiping an SUV and slamming into the median barrier.
Oh shit! He fucking railed that thing. Well, we're gonna see some brutal crash. If this is number 20, we're in for a fucking doozy.
Our submitter told us he stopped and checked on the driver of the sedan before notifying the police of the collision. He told us the driver was crying.
Shit! You still fucking car? Did you rip the whole fucking axle on the front of that car?
And he also pointed out that the driver of the SUV left the scene.
What do you mean the driver of the SUV left this? I mean, he got sideswiped. You still can't leave though. That's a felony. I mean, I think. Fuck it. I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't have left.
This submitter was heading across an overpass on a frigid Michigan morning when he found out the hard way that the overpass had frozen over.
Oh boy. Look at this. Look at this Jeep. Can't keep it in a straight fucking line. Oh yeah, it's definitely drivable, dude. Yeah, just fucking send that thing. Look at it. Look at it. He's gonna spin right off the road.
And hadn't been salted yet.
Oh, we're all crashing. Ooh.
When the driver of the Jeep ahead of him spotted wrecked cars and tapped the brakes,
everybody
they
was
lost
crashing
control and spun into the existing wreckage. Our submitter did the same, and this was only the beginning.
Holy shit! That was like a lot of people already crashed.
Of a 30 vehicle pileup.
30 fucking vehicles did this shit. You think they would have somebody out there to be like telling everybody to slow down, or like put a PSA on the radio? Hey, if you're driving on Interstate 27, slow the fuck down. That's not salted. You're gonna crash.
Our submitter's dashcam audio includes several more.
Oh my god, he got hit again.
He
got hit again.
His Volkswagen Jetta. He told us several people were injured, but thankfully everyone survived.
Thank God everybody survived. Thank God everybody survived. See, this is what I like to hear. I like to hear that everybody's good and there's a lot of carnage. As long as everybody's okay, it's okay to watch it.
Our submitter was spared from any severe injuries, and once the overpass was shut down, he was able to retrieve his belongings from his Jetta. While this submitter was waiting at a traffic light, he watched a Jeep Grand Cherokee make an unprotected turn and get T-boned by an oncoming Ford Focus.
Why? Why are you turning here? You can wait until they stop coming. You can literally wait until they stop coming through the intersection. You don't have to turn yet. You're already in the intersection. The lights are delayed. You can wait until they stop driving through and then turn. Well, that car got fucked up a lot less than I thought it was going to.
Both drivers stopped, and so did our submitter before he called the police. Thankfully, nobody was injured by the
This guy's lucky he didn't throw the Grand Cherokee right into his car.
Impact. Our submitter gave copies of his dashcam footage to both the police and the Ford driver. He also found out the Ford was a rental car and that this was his third vehicle collision in
5 months? Get this fucking guy off the road. There should be a quota. If you crash enough times in a short span of time, done. You're done driving. It's over for you. 5 collisions. 3 collisions in 5 months. That's crazy. A month and a half. Every month and a half, you get to get a new car because he keeps smashing them. His insurance company must hate him.
5 months. Yikes.
Oh my God, we're only at
Angela had
17.
been driving
This is
down the
crazy.
Missouri highway when the driver of a Ford Escape hogging the passing lane was triggered by her attempt to pass him in the travel lane. He sped up to prevent her pass, then brake checked her.
For what reason? For what reason is he doing this? For what reason?
Eventually, the Ford driver got into the travel lane, but when Angela passed him in the passing lane, he swerved into her Nissan Altima.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Just drive. Just mind your own fucking business and drive on the road.
Clipping the fender before losing control and barreling into the median.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, he's in the middle. Oh, dude, did you see him smashing all that shit? It was like a fucking saw blade cutting through his car.
The Ford Escape smashed
Look at that
through
shit. Look at that shit. All that rebarb. That's not even like little like signs. That's fucking rebarb. Use that shit to cool concrete in place.
safety fence before finally stopping. The impact nearly ripped a front wheel.
It'll buff out. Little 205 compound, rub it on there real nice. It'll buff out.
Off
Can drive it
and
home.
totaled the SUV. When Angela stopped and asked if he was okay, he started yelling at her.
Lock him up. Lock him up. You want to be a dickhead after you caused the collision. You've completely fucked your car. Didn't do much damage, like other than like cosmetic, maybe a little structure to her car or their car. And then you want to get out and start yelling? It's your fault. You caused all of this.
Started accusing her of swerving into his lane. Angela provided the
Who swerved? Who swerved? You swerved. Frosty the fucking snow dickhead.
police with their dashcam footage before continuing on her way, leaving the Ford driver to wait for a tow truck for his wrecked vehicle. Thankfully, she's able to continue driving her Altima while waiting for his insurance provider to call her back. She said, "Get a dash cam."
Look at this. Barely any damage to her. Your car's fucked. Good on you, buddy. Good on you, buddy. Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
A good one. Don't waste your money on a cheap one. It's worth it. She also wanted to shout out her husband William, who watches the latest Wham Bam videos with her every week. If you want to be sure you never miss an episode, hit that subscribe button.
How many times do you think we got to react to a Wham Bam Cam video to get shouted out? Dude, that would be an honor. Get shouted out in a Wham Bam Cam and not be in the video. I don't want to be in the fucking, like, I don't want to be one of the cars in the video. I want to just him say something nice about me watching his videos. Because these videos are top tier. If you want to watch car crashes, Wham Bam Dashcam makes top tier videos. And he also has Wham Bam Tesla Cam that we'll react to in the future. That is, if you're not part of the EV electric unit, you're going to like that because it's a lot of the dumb drivers there.
Chrissy was driving her Subaru Ascent when an oncoming driver made an unprotected turn across her lane.
Ooh! Ooh!
Both drivers stopped and waited for the police. Sadly, both vehicles were totaled. The other driver claimed he'd had a green arrow and that Chrissy's light must have been red.
That shit was
she
clearly
able to
green.
send her dashcam footage to his insurance provider, and they immediately
Clearly green, which means you don't have an arrow.
accepted full responsibility.
Shit didn't even turn yellow. That shit was a solid green. Look at this dumbass. Just goes right into her. Doesn't even try to slow down.
If you need a dashcam, check the description.
And the road was fucking empty. He didn't even have to turn. Oh, he's in a rush to go fucking nowhere. Now he can't go anywhere because his car's fucked.
For our recommendation. Mike's wife was on her way to work when traffic ahead of her came to a stop. When she noticed the driver behind her was not slowing down, she...
Bro, the driver behind you not slowing down brings back so much PTSD. I've been hit twice like that. Twice. And one was a hit and run. Guy fucking sped off. It's an unruly feeling when you're sitting there at a stoplight and you just peep up in your rearview mirror and the guy's barreling at you and you're like, oh god, he's not going to stop. He's not going to fucking stop. He just fucking slams into you.
Turn the wheel so her Honda Accord wouldn't be pushed into...
Look at this. You know he's not stopping. Boom!
Both the Ford Explorer and her Honda were
I wish we could have seen the
undrivable by
damage.
impact, with the Honda
Damn,
ultimately being
undrivable?
totaled. Both vehicles had to be towed away, but thankfully, nobody was injured. Mike told us they sent their dashcam footage to the Ford driver's insurance provider, and they immediately accepted.
Yo. Smart move on this person. Yes, they got hit. That's unfortunate. But they angled their car so they wouldn't make a giant mess. Very smart on this person. Kudos.
Full liability.
That's a good fucking driver.
Jarko was on his way to spend a weekend with family after a heavy snowfall. Even though the speed limit here is about 55 miles per hour, he was only driving 50 miles per hour when another driver pulled out in front of him.
My pauses on this video are fucking elite. Boom! Oh. I'll fucking open that shit up like I can.
Jarko's Volkswagen ID.5's airbags deployed before it rolled into a ditch. First responders arrived 10 minutes later after his car automatically summoned them to the scene.
Where's the damage?
Thankfully, there were no injuries.
There's
After
the damage.
The driver admitted fault. Jarko's VW was taken to a shop where...
Damn, that's a Mercedes wagon? An old Mercedes wagon.
The total repair cost is about $25,000 US.
Bang! Right there's the impact. See that, chat? Right there's the impact. I'm fucking elite with the pauses today.
Dollars, but thankfully, Jarko won't have to pay for it. Ethan was driving a company truck when the driver of an oncoming U-Haul rental truck crossed the center line and took off his side view mirror. Ethan turned around and followed the U-Haul truck until the driver pulled over, but when he tried to approach the driver to talk to them, they fled from the scene.
Yeah, but dumbass got the whole fucking license plate and everything. And on a U-Haul, you sign your name on the documents to rent it. They're never going to be able to rent a U-Haul again because now it's going to be on their fucking renting record. And you're just a dumbass for that. It's a mirror. You could have just paid him like $50 to replace the fucking mirror. You didn't have to go do insurance, nothing. Like, that was just such a stupid move.
Rather than pursuing them, Ethan let them go and is letting his employer sort things out with U-Haul. Hopefully they can identify the renter responsible and hold them accountable for the damage.
Guarantee they can. That's simple. You just pull the records.
Was on her way to her boyfriend's house when the SUV ahead of her rear-ended another vehicle. Even though she slammed on her brakes, her Hyundai Elantra slid on the wet road and she wasn't able to stop.
Bang! Look at the crunch in the hood. It lifted that bitch off the fucking ground. Hit him so hard.
In total, 4 vehicles were...
Oh. That radiator is now married to the engine block.
Involved in the pileup, but our submitter was the only one who didn't flee the scene. Sadly,
the other guy left the scene after getting railed.
Her Hyundai was totaled by the 55-mile-per-hour impact. She's thankful she has since fully recovered from her injuries.
Wow.
When Trey's light turned green, there was nobody in the lane on his right as he accelerated. A few seconds later, a black Infiniti came speeding up on his right, and you know...
Of course it's an Infiniti.
What they say, bad drivers never miss their exits.
What is he doing? Alright, that was a light one.
The Infiniti driver tried
to
love Taparoo, clipping the fender of his Chevy Silverado. You'll never guess what she told the police when they responded to the scene. Trey said she claimed he had sped up and hit her, but that was before she realized he'd captured the entire incident on his dash cam. Trey's insurance provider took care of everything after the Infiniti driver apologized.
Fair enough. Now, how was that one at number 11, but the 30-car pileup and all the other complete carnage was not? I don't think it's a rating system. I think it's just he does 20 different videos.
Mr. E from Kentucky was headed home from the grocer E when he watched a car turn across oncoming traffic and
cringe with the E.
Get T-boned right in front of him.
Oh! Damn, I wasn't even fucking ready for that one. Shit.
If we wind that back, we can see that the driver of a van
hit this
stopped
motherfucking
to give the
slow-mo.
car driver a chance to turn. But this ended up causing the collision since the car driver couldn't see the car coming in the other lane. Here's a free driving lesson for you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Don't ever stop in the middle of a street to let someone else go when you have the right-of-way.
Yeah, that's a fucking valid-ass point. Again, these people that don't know how to drive need to be retested.
We've seen many times on this channel that it's not courteous, it's dangerous. The van driver abandoned the wreckage while Mr. E stopped and called 911 before providing his dashcam footage to the...
I mean, what is the van going to do if they have nothing, like if they don't have a dashcam or anything to give? What are they going to do about it? Like, weren't involved in the accident. They may have played an accidental part, but they weren't involved.
victims. Thankfully, everyone survived the brutal collision.
Why are you videoing him? Leave him alone.
Simon was driving his Volkswagen Polo when a driver from his right ran a yield sign, and he wasn't able to avoid T-boning them.
I wouldn't necessarily call that a T-bone. Kind of clipped the back
Sadly,
end.
the collision totaled Simon's VW after...
That's totaled? In what regards? Replace the fucking fender. Nah, I'm requesting to keep the car.
The repair bill exceeded $3,800. He used the insurance settlement to buy a Peugeot, and thankfully, nobody was injured. Simon is...
Is that a come up? I don't think that's a come up. I think that's a downgrade. I think you keep the Volkswagen and fix it. I feel like if it's not that expensive to get those parts.
Actually one of our platinum level Patreon supporters. Check out our Patreon link in the description and come chat with Simon and the rest of the Wham Bam.
This would be like the only people, maybe a few others, but this is probably one of the only people I let the ads in. Because I don't want to miss the wreckage.
Fam in our Discord server. Sebastian was driving with his girlfriend when highway traffic suddenly slowed down. Watch what happened behind him when a box truck couldn't stop in time.
Oh! Oh, he got double tapped. He hit the car and then got hit by a semi. Oh, he almost got tripled.
After clipping the back of an SUV, the box truck swerved into the path of a semi-truck in another lane.
And then sent his ass back over.
The had been caused by another collision that had happened earlier. The involved drivers pulled over while Sebastian continued, and his girlfriend Joanna called emergency services. Casey was driving for work on Christmas Eve in an area that always has heavy semi-truck traffic. Up ahead, she watched a trucker merge left, but a driver in the right lane didn't realize he was preparing to make a wide right turn.
Yo! I feel like you could have slowed down enough. Why were you driving that fast? And then they are straight up underneath that job.
After the car driver slammed on the brakes, the trailer turned across its path and it was crushed underneath. Casey stopped to check on the drivers and called 911. She also...
I feel like if you're driving on this road a lot, you've probably seen that before and should know that the semi is gonna do that. Also, just being cautious around semi-truck drivers is like a key to driving, because even if they don't know how to drive, you gotta know how to drive when you're around them, or else you're gonna be crushed, just like this
provided copies of her dashcam footage to both drivers. Thankfully, there were no serious injuries. Casey wanted to shout out her cousin Brian for introducing her to Wham Bam videos, as well as her husband Paul, who bought her a dashcam, and we can't leave out her kids, Jay and Annie. This submitter was on his way home from a birthday party when an oncoming van made an illegal left turn across traffic before colliding with a car.
Oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention to what side I was going to be on. I was waiting for the Jeep to get hit. Run that back way,
Our
Dan.
submitter told us left turns from that direction aren't allowed here, so the car driver couldn't have expected the sudden maneuver
she
from
the
the
shit
van.
fly off the car?
He also told us that, as a new driver, our channel shows him what not to do.
People that don't put their car in park after they get hit or get into a collision, like, why the fuck are you still driving forward? You can't tell me he fucked up the suspension or the transmission there because he hit him in the front.
Johnny was driving through Vancouver in his BMW X4 when he watched someone in a black Audi open his door right in front of a red
Yeah, fucking roly-poly-oly just kept going.
Honda, and the driver of the Honda had no time to react to avoid hitting the door.
Yeah, see, this always scares me. This always scares me when I'm on a tight street, cars parked on either side. If somebody just whips open their door last second, like, there's only so much you can do to avoid it. I don't know who's at fault here.
The Honda smashed the Audi's door forward even as the driver
Damn, it was an Audi too? Unfortunate.
tried to swerve to the left. The Honda sustained damage to its front bumper cover and headlight, while the Audi's door and fender were both damaged.
Yeah.
Johnny told us he sent a witness report to British Columbia's only
I'm fucking lucky to get his hand taken off. You see how close his hand was to the car?
car insurance provider, and he also asked us to shout out his wife, Helen. After stopping for a stop sign, Ian was proceeding through an intersection when an oncoming Jeep driver ran their stop sign and T-boned his Toyota SUV.
Oh shit. Ooh. He's lucky he didn't get
Both
rolled.
drivers stopped to exchange information. Thankfully, nobody was injured, and Ian told us he's now waiting to find out how much his repairs will cost.
Show us the damage. Damn it, Wham Bam.
Devin was headed to an antique store when an oncoming minivan ran a red light and got hit by another minivan.
Ooh, minivan on minivan crime.
Devin stopped to check on the drivers and called 911. First responders arrived in minutes, and thankfully there were no serious injuries. He offered the police...
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That was just, I mean, it was a collision, but it wasn't that bad. Comparatively to the ones we've seen already, it wasn't that bad.
...a copy of his dashcam footage, but so far they haven't responded. Brian was driving when he watched a car pull in front of him with no lights on. He tried multiple times to warn the driver by flashing his own headlights at her, but evidently she didn't get the message.
Oh, shit! That's on that driver. If they couldn't see you coming because you don't have lights on, that's not on you. Damn, he fucking spun that bitch around. Oh, that was rough. That was rough.
Another driver didn't see the car coming and pulled out in front of it before getting T-boned. Even though his car was sent spinning,
flipped them completely around. 360'd their ass. Holy shit.
Any other traffic. Brian stopped to check on the drivers. Thankfully, neither was seriously injured.
Good.
He offered a copy of his dashcam footage to the responding police, but they haven't contacted him for it since then. Joey was arriving in a parking lot when the driver of a Chevy Cobalt suddenly stopped before reversing, straight into Joey's Dodge Challenger.
This is just stupid. Like this is just completely avoidable, nonsensical driving. I don't know. This is like somebody fishing for an insurance charge.
Laying on the horn, but it didn't make any difference. The Chevy driver then blamed Joey for the collision, claiming Joey had been speeding through the parking lot before rear-ending him. He even managed to get a random bystander to corroborate his story.
Yeah, they're literally trying to point at him saying, yo, stop driving backwards, there's someone behind you. And he just went, oh, I'm gonna keep reversing. Fucking SpongeBob head ass. Backing up!
Once Joey sent his dashcam footage to the other driver's insurance provider, they accepted responsibility on behalf of their customer. Joey told us the guy was even charged with insurance fraud.
Yeah, because that's probably what he was doing. He was probably trying to fish for an insurance charge. Nobody just reverses into somebody in a parking lot like this and is not doing it on purpose.
His front bumper cover replaced a few weeks later, which is great because he'd only purchased his Challenger 2 days before this happened.
Wham! Bang, we got a picture, man.
What a fucking banger to end on. What a banger video to end on. Love Wham Bam Dashcam. Hopefully the reactions get to them and they maybe shout me out. Who knows? We'll see.